Occupant Safety in Healthcare Facilities. Welcome to Building Knowledge 101. Join us as we explore the necessary occupant security considerations when designing healthcare facilities, including maintaining a clear line of sight from the interior to the exterior and the strength and security of entrances and windows. Let's now look at occupant safety. Here you see examples on the left of a large curved curtain wall, and this allows security personnel a better view of the street and entry areas. This is all about a line of sight. Occupants of security inside the building are able to see outside and vice versa looking back inward. This allows security to better identify any risk or threats that might be on the exterior. We talked about eliminating obstructions to persons with ADA requirements getting in and out of entrances, but there's also visual obstructions that need to be eliminated. Security on the interior needs to have an unobstructed line of sight through the glazed elevations to the exterior. The exterior should be free of obstacles that would block the clear view of security looking to the exterior, and avoid creating structures that could conceal threats on the exterior. In the photo on the right, you can see a nice bright elevated walkway leading to specific areas where security can be stationed. This contained walking area keeps people away from traffic, free of the traffic flow. It limits the persons from the outside getting into the hospital or coming in contact with patrons. So walkways like this are all about security, keeping people away from where traffic is, controlling the traffic flow, and then restricting who has access to that entry area. When discussing line of sight, don't forget about corners. Care needs to be taken to ensure visibility on each side of a corner, not to allow a threat to be concealed in close proximity to an entrance. Clear line of sight should allow those on the inside to be able to know what is taking place outside from a wide range of angles on the interior. These pictures show how an architect used a line of sight from multiple interior locations to monitor the surrounding exterior by using an expansive curtain wall. So it gives multiple locations from which you can view what's going on in the exterior. With the appropriate placement of windows, staff and natural surveillance and line of sight can increase the ability of officials to properly monitor entrances, exits, parking lots for improved safety and security of the occupants of the building. MELs, or mechanical electric locks, are growing in popularity. These are designed to control who can enter a building and who can't. These start with an electrically operated locking mechanism in pairs of doors or single doors. Then some type of remote actuator is required to signal the lock to release, allowing the entry to be swung open one time. Upon closing, the door lock re-engages and the entrance is secured again. The entry activator can be something like a keypad or a car reader, or a button behind a receptionist's desk on the interior, or a button located at a security desk on the inside. Side doors also can have egress hardware that allows the door to be open from the inside, allowing individuals to leave the building while preventing others from entering a locked door. You can see here, egress hardware here. These are concealed rod in this door, so somebody pushing the paddle here releases the rods top and bottom, allowing the door to swing open once, then they re-engage. Same here, a mid-rail panel, by compressing that, releases the rods up and down, allowing somebody to walk out of the door. Then once it closes back, it's locked behind them. This is an electronic power transfer. So this is carrying electrical current from the frame into the door, so that if security had a camera on the outside and they were watching who was approaching the door and someone buzzed for permission to come in, security could see the person, ask for identification, or some other means of validating that they had legitimate reasons for coming in, and then release the locking mechanism, allowing the person to come in. Then when the door behind them closes, the lock re-engages. Door position switches, like you see here, will alert staff to an entry being operated if you need to be aware of traffic through specific entrances. Now, test is quite common on commercial doors, and I would say for hospitals, it certainly should be required, is forced entry testing. This is something that manufacturers will perform and have tests available for you, and they provide it on most of their commercial entrances. The test involves taking a crowbar to 6 different points, 6 different points on the door, and applying 300 pounds of force to each. The goal is to see if there's enough deflection in the door frame to allow someone access to the hardware on the inside, Or does the hardware fail to function after it's been forced entry applied to it? Does the door permanently bend, or is the glass breaking? This is a pass or fail test. If the glass breaks, the hardware fails to function, the hardware can be activated from the inside, then it is considered a failure. But if the door closes back, hardware works, no one can access the hardware from the inside while the force is being applied, then the door is passed. So that's forced entry testing. That is all we have time for in this video. If you'd like to watch more of our 101 video series, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Kawneer Company, Inc.